My teenage years were the worst years of my life. I was 15 years old, Sarai, watching The Little Mermaid for probably the millionth time. I remember it was a raining day and I decided to stay in my room in my cozy bed under my purple blankets. My dog Campanita was right next to me while Ursula was singing Poor Unfortunate Souls trying to manipulate Ariel. As I remember as Ursula sang the lyrics, Poor unfortunate souls in pain and need, this one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, I related to the poor manipulated mermaid. And I couldn't help but wonder why does anything other than being skinny is considered bad. Have you ever felt this way before? Have you ever felt like you don't meet the beauty standards or expectations that are established? Have you ever spent hours looking in the mirror and not being content with what you see? Growing up, I always struggled with my body and my image. I would try everything in my power to cover up and show less as possible of my figure. For example, I would wear lots of baggy clothes like sweatpants, hoodies, long sleeves, oversized t-shirts, and more. Not only did this affect me mentally, but it affected in many other areas of my life because I was afraid of stepping out of my house. Whether you are going through a similar experience or know someone that may be struggling with the same problem, it is important to understand what the issue might be. Thousands of people struggle with body dysmorphia without knowing what it is. I have gone through this and I would like to share my experience by telling you what body dysmorphia is, what caused my body dysmorphia, and how I overcame this condition. It is important to first understand what body dysmorphia is. Body dysmorphia is a mental issue in which a person obsessively focuses on flaws in their appearance. When I was almost 16 years old, I started going to therapy in order to deal with my social anxiety. For my family, especially my mom, going to therapy was a problem. She didn't believe in that, which resulted in me not having the consistent help that I needed. But one day, as I was walking up the stairs to my doctor's appointment, I felt like a balloon constantly being filled with air that was about to explode. Once I sat on the chair, looked at my doctor, and heard the question, "How has these past weeks been for you, Sarai?" I exploded. I started to cry, and that's when I first explained how I felt, how it was affecting my life. By not being able to go out to sleep, I would either eat a lot one day, feel guilty, and starve myself for the next 2 days. She then explained to me what body dysmorphia was. I never understood why this was happening to me, but the older I grew, I began to identify the sources that caused this issue. The first source was my family. Although they never insulted me directly, they were very judgmental about other people's appearance, especially seeing my mom judge her own body or making comments like, "Are you going to eat all that?" with a disgusted face when I would get something to eat. The second source of the problem would be the media that I grew up watching. Just like The Little Mermaid, many other shows, movies, news, videos, etc., would focus on the importance of being skinny, having clear skin, long eyelashes, long silky hair, long nails, and more. This just grew my obsession with my appearance in a negative way. It made me think negatively about myself and unworthy because I didn't look like the girl on the screen, which made me hate my life. The hardest part was trying to overcome this body dysmorphia. However, I was able to do so by first accepting the problem and seeking for help. Although therapy didn't work for me because I didn't have the opportunity to be consistent, I believed it would have been a great help with overcoming the issue, and it still was with knowing how to identify it and put a name on it. Having a support system was very important in overcoming my body dysmorphia. My sister was my rock during this process. She helped me with convincing my mom to take me to therapy, to accepting myself and learning how to love my body the way that it was, and encouraged me to become better for myself and not for others. I began to do research and started to focus on being healthy rather than how much I weighed on the scale, which eventually helped me with my relationship with food. Finally, it is important to know that you are not alone. Thousands of millions of people in the world go through this issue as well. Through this speech, I was able to explain what body dysmorphia is, the causes of body dysmorphia, and how I overcame my body dysmorphia. If I was able to talk to or give advice to my younger self or any other person going through anything similar, I would say, hang in there. You are beautiful, strong, and worthy. You might not believe that, but soon enough you will learn. It may not be easy, but it is worth it.